4 minutes left on the dial to get signed up for today's race in action. This is your last call for registration. No line at registration, no line at concessions. Concessions always got it going on here at Rum River BMX. Got cheeseburgers, cheeseburger baskets, hot dogs, nachos, tater tots, and tachos today. Make sure you keep those racers fueled and hydrated. Parade lap going to be coming up here right at noon. So if you want to ride in today's parade lap, make your way up to the starting hill. Any racers on pedals can ride in the parade lap. So if you want to be in on today's parade lap, make your way up to the starting hill. Registration is closed. Drop a couple more gates here, and then we'll get going with today's parade lap and national anthem.
Addie McCauley to concessions. Addie McCauley to concessions.
All righty, looks like we've got our flag carrier set. So what that means, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats. Face the flag at the south end of the facility for the playing of our national anthem. All right, thank you, racers, for today's parade lap and national anthem. Got a couple more bikes here to go by. So, all right, track is clear. Bounce bikers, you have the third and fourth straight for bounce bike warm-up. Motos are posted. You can check your motos by going to the Rum River BMX webpage. Click on that live motos link on the top of the page. If you don't see your racer, it's possible there's two groups. Arrow ahead to the next group. If you do have any corrections, bring those to registration immediately.
The parents of Bryce Typel to the registration, please. Parents of Bryce Typel to registration.
All right, looks like we're about ready to draw that balance bike practice to a close. We'll get things loaded up here for moto number 1, 5 and over balance bikes. All righty, and it's a race. Moto number 1 on the track, 5 and over balance bikes. 2 riders strong in this total points race. Amara Barron and Lennox Rogman battling out in this total points. North Branch versus Zimmerman. Who's got the first place coming in? North Branch. Lennox Rogman getting that 1. Amara Barron getting that 2 out of moto number 1, 5 and over balance bikes. Moto number 2, 4-year-old balance bikes. More total points action going on in this one. Gate slapping down on this warm-up, getting ready to head into that Strider National Series here coming up in just a couple weeks. Mackie Reichel coming out of Cambridge versus Braden Anderson out of Minneapolis. Ooh, good side-by-side battle. Mackie got the inside, trying to get the power of the ground. Oh, yeah. Showing the way to see if Braden can catch back up. Oh, yeah, checking out the crowd. Mackie going to get the 1 that round. Braden going to get the 2 out of 4-year-olds. 3-year-old balance bikes, biggest group of the day. First transfer moto of the day. 6 riders strong in the group. Sailor Doyle, North Motors Incorporated, Chevy Shield, Ezekiel the Tank Kragler riding for Mom. Addie McCarty level up. Mabel Vanover and Lennox Mogensen. Gate slapping down. Going to take 2 of these little rippers right on to the main event. Looks like McCarty getting leveled on up into that full tilt turn, showing the way around. Sailor, Chevy, Ezekiel, Addie, Mabel, and Lennon all battling it out. 2 spots heading straight on into the main event. Addie, if they're not ahead of you, they're behind you. Look forward, girly girl. Here we go, coming back to the line. First chance, we're going to go the 281. McCarty, oh yeah, Chevy, your 272 bike, bringing it in for that second transfer out of a moto number 3, 3-year-old balance bikes. More total points going on in this one. 1 and 2-year-olds, Jager Rogman and Hudson Kehoe. Gate slapping down. Oh yeah, one of those riders shot out of the gate like a cannon. Jager and Hudson battling it out. Heading into the full tilt turn. Oh yeah, single file racing action coming in that 4th and final straight. Single file action, these little rippers. That looks like a 2.76 up front. Rogman showing the way. Getting some encouragement from the coach. Big smile on the face. Oh yeah, Jager bringing it in, getting that 1. Hudson going to get that 2. Oh, Hudson going to check in with coach. Buddy, you got to come all the way to the line down here. You got to finish your lap up, bud. Yep, all the way to the line right here. Yeah, good job. Put your hands together. Oh, yeah, Hudson Kehoe bringing it in. Going to get that 2. Right there, buddy. Yeah, there we go. All right. Got to make sure we know all the rules for when the Strider Nationals start up. Round 2, the Heartbreak round. Here we go. 5 and over balance bikes, moto number 1, second round. Gate slapping down. Amira Barron and Lennox Rogman. Like Rogman getting out to that early lead, heading into that full tilt turn. Barron in that 2, same way this one ran in round number 1 through the full tilt turn in that 4th and final straight. Used to be easier when the 4th straight had a name, but I don't think we're supposed to say that name anymore. Back to me they come, 275, Rogman heading that main with 2 points. Barron going to head in with 4 out of moto number 1 of 5 and over balance bikes. Oh, yeah. 4-year-old bounce bikes, Reichel and Anderson coming in. All Mackey checking out the crowd, getting some encouragement. Big smile on the face, heading into that main with 2 points. Oh, yeah, Braden bringing it in. Oh, yeah, wave to the crowd and everything. That's awesome. This kid has a bright future. Going to head into that main with 4 points. Automotive number 2. Only transfer round of the balance bikes coming up right here, so we're going to see a freezy getting handed out here for the 3-year-olds. On the track, 4 riders, 3 spots, looking for Doyle, Krigler, Vanover, and Mogensen. 3 riders, 4 spots. Ooh, throw a blanket over them all. They are all side by side by side. Good race going on in this one. 309 bike up front looking good. Lennon looking to hold on, take that first transfer. Sailor going to get that second transfer. 1 more spot left. A 463 bike. Mabel Vanover going to get that final spot. Ezekiel the Tank Krigler going to get your first freezy of the day. Main event time. Now we're racing for the trophies. Nope, we got one more. 1 and 2-year-olds still need to do their round number 2. Rogman and Kehoe battling it out up front. Rogman looking good. Kehoe giving chase. Oh yeah, 2-year-olds, both 2 years young out on the big track. Big smiles all over the place. Rogman coming back on in, looking to take those low points to that main event. So Jager gonna head into that main with 2 points. Kehoe, yeah, there we go. Bring it on in, bring it all the way to the finish line, buddy. You can do it. Yeah, put your hands together for Hudson. Yeah, buddy, I know you can do it. Yeah, gonna head into that main with 4 points. Oh, buddy, you got it. I have all the faith in you. Dad, you can help if you want. It's up to you. You almost made it, Hudson. You're so close. You can do it, buddy. All right, and that does it for round number 2. Now we're racing for those freezies and the main events. And trophies and bragging rights, good practice for the Strider Nationals, all the good stuff. Gate slapping down that 2-4 main event. Amira Barron and Lennox Rogman battling it out. Rogman been running the show all day long. Little look over the shoulder through the full tilt turn. Putting that power down on that 4th and final straight. Across the commitment line, back to the stripe they come. Looking to go perfect on the day. Lennox Rogman going to get your 1 and your overall 1. Amira Barron going to get that 2 and the overall 2 out of the 5 and over balance bikes. All the way to the line. Yeah, good job. All right, on to the 4-year-olds. Got another 2-4 main event going on this one. Mackie Reichel, Braden Anderson. Gate slapping down. Looked like Mackie with that shot that time, trying to get clear. Braden giving chase. Single file style through the turn they go. 4 straight action. Balance bikes, the big future of the big sport. Back to the line they come. Oh yeah, big smiles, checking out all the adoring fans. Perfect on the day. Mackie Reichel going to get the 1 and the overall 1. Braden Anderson going to get the 2 and the overall 2. Oh, yeah, coming back to me. Doyle, Shield, McCarty, Vanover, and Morganson leveling it up all the way. Addie McCarty level up, going to get that 1. Chevy going to get that 2. Looks like the 309 bike going to get that final spot on the podium. So that's going to be Lennon Mogensen with that 3. Addie McCarty level up with that 1. And the 2 going to the 272 Chevy Shield. Automoto number 3. A 3-year-old balance bikes. Last rack of balance bikes for the day. Looks like we have a little solo parade lap going on in this one. Rogman sitting on 2 points. Kehoe sitting on 4. Looks like Rogman making the call there. Going to be perfect on the day. Oh, yeah, put your hands together for the parade lap. Victory formation, as they call it. Oh, yeah, you got this, buddy. All eyes are on you. Rogman looking good to go here. Going to be perfect on the day. Going to get the 1 and that overall 1. Oh, yeah, there we go. Well, that does it for balance bike racing. Listen up for your riders meeting.
All righty, race fans, Saturday race day. We got a fresh coat of snow outside, but it's nice and warm in the house that BMX built, getting ready to get underway with their 6 and under mixed open. One rider moving straight on into the main event out of moto number 5. We got Carl, Rodell, Boffman, and Dubbard. Fresh out of the beginners league. Good to see riders in there. We got a couple riding it out for mom and dad. One rider going to move straight on into this main event. They're bringing around corner number 1. That looks like the 70 right. That's going to be Rodell sitting on that top spot right now. We got the 201. That's going to be Carl trying to make a move into a transfer spot out of the first round. Get a nice little break out of round number 2. It's all Rodell right now. Single file action back down that third straight, stretching them out around the full tilt turn. It's all Rodell right now, riding it out for mom and dad. Gonna spend a little time with mom and dad, getting that soul transfer out of motor number 5. Motor number 6 on the track now, 7-8 mixed open. We got Boomerang Beard, Moss, Elvin, Head, and oh man, we got a lot of hard names today. Woo, shoot. If I butchered it, I'm sorry. Fireball, Breheim, and Mackey. That's going to be the Fireball sitting on that top spot for Fusion Racing. We got 3 riders moving straight on into the main event. That's going to be Breheim getting a transfer. We got the 504 ride, followed up by the 84 holding on. So that's going to be Mackey getting a spot. And Boomerang Beard getting that third transfer out of motor number 6. Motor number 7 on the track now, 9-10 mix open. 1 rider moving straight into this main event. We got Asher, Little Flash Baden, Moss, and Hanson. That's going to be Little Flash sitting on that top spot right now, riding it out. Going to make a little side-by-side action coming in and out of that full tilt turn. It's all Little Flash right now, riding it out for Crank Lab. He's going to lead him on back down to the stripe and get that soul transfer out of motor number 7. Motor number 8 on the track now, 11-12 mixed open, total points race. And we got Bear and Mad Cat Krigler and Lanigan in this one. That's level up color sitting on that top spot. That's going to be Lanigan leading him in and out of corner number 2. We got the 315 ride of Bear and riding it out for the Beginners League. Battling it out with Mad Cat on that 2 and 3. Mad Cat trying to hold on to it, getting a little squirrely. She's going to regain her composure, but it's all Lanigan. She's going to get that skinny digit out of round number 1. The 315 ride of Barron going to get that 2 spot. Mad Cat going to get that 3. 9-10 open out there now, another total points racing. We got Savallo, Callahan, Peterson, and Slingshot Stopka. It's state 7 ride followed up by the 33. That's going to be Peterson followed up by Callahan on that 2. Slingshot sitting on that 3 spot. Single file in and out of that full tilt turn. It's all Peterson right now riding it out for the BMX Bandits. He's going to get that skinny digit in round number 1. Savallo, Callahan getting that 2. Slingshot going to get that 3 spot. Motor number 10 on the track now, 15-16 open. 2 riders moving on into this main event. We got the Convict, Byington, Hot Rod, Hampton, Brotzel. Oh, Babyface Brotzel out there right now. Shannon and Mean Matt Wendell in this one. That's got to be Babyface sitting on that top spot right now, leading him in and out of the full tilt turn. He's got Shannon and Mean Matt right on his hip pocket. Mean Matt going to get a transfer. Did Babyface hold on? Brotzel? So Mean Matt and Brotzel getting our 2 transfers out of motor number 10. Motor number 11 out there now, 17-20 women's cruiser. 1 rider moving straight on in. We got Smiles, Myers, Smiley, Stokel, Summers, and Chamberlain. That looks like that's going to be the National 61. Smiley Stokel for level up. Going to get that sole transfer out of motor number 11. Motor number 12 on the track now, 36-40 women's cruiser. 2 riders moving straight into this main event. We got Lee, the Sniper McDonough, Kim Possible, Farley, Beebe, and Engberg. That's got to be Kim Possible for the Carbone Cartel, leading them in and out of corner number 2. She's got the BMX Bandits, got her in her sights, leading them back down that third, straight in and out of the full tilt turn. Engberg trying to reel her in. They're sitting in those transfer spots right now, but it's all Kim Possible. She's going to lead them down to the stripe, get that first transfer. Engberg, she's going to hold on, lock in that second transfer out of motor number 12. Motor number 13 on the track now, 8-year-old cruiser, total points race. And we got Mr. Ray Engberg and Escalona in this one. That's 4 ride. That's going to be Escalona for level up. Sitting on that top spot, we got Engberg for the BMX Bandits sitting on that 2 spot. And the orange bike of Mr. Ray sitting on that 3. Single file in and out of that full tilt turn. It's all Escalona right now. He's going to lead him on back down that last straight. He's going to get the skinny digit in round number 1. Engberg going to get that 2. Mr. Ray going to get that 3. 11-year-old cruiser out there now. 1 rider moving straight into this main event. We got Zink, Wildman Vanderheiden, Roadrunner Anderson, and Flying Hot Dog Lorenzer. That's a NAG 5 ride. That's going to be the Wildman for Ameriprise Full Tilt sitting on that top spot. He's going to lead him on back down that last straight. Zink right on his hip pocket, trying to make a run at that sole transfer, but Vanderheiden going to hold on out of Moto 14. 15 on the track now, 14-year-old cruiser. We got Tyson, Swanson, and Tyson. Airing it out into corner number 2 is going to be the World 6. That's going to be Lucas Tyson sitting on that top spot. Jacob Tyson sitting on that 2 spot. Swanson for Dynasty sitting on that 3. Single file back down that last straight. Lucas Tyson going to lock in that skinny digit. Jacob going to get that 2. Swanson going to get that 3. 4650 cruiser out there now. One rider moving straight on into this main event. We got Bow Wow Byington, Lindsey Meyer, and the Atomic Kennedy. That's an Ag 9. That's going to be the Atomic Kennedy out there for FXR Dan's Comp. Sporting that Beginners League coach jersey as he rounds out that full tilt turn, leading back down that last straight. It's all Kennedy doing the air pedaling on the way. Kennedy going to get that sole transfer out of Moto 16. Moto number 17 on the track. We got 2 racks of our Weeble Wobbles today. 5 and under novice out there. 2 riders going to move straight into this main event. We got Free Tag, Not Stopping Beard, H-Dog, Van Vickle, Rodell, and Simmons. Looks like that's the 70 ride. That's going to be Rodell sitting on that top spot right now. The 178 Free Tag sitting on that 2 spot. The 39 ride, that's going to be Simmons trying to find a way into a transfer, sitting on that 3 right now. Single file action back down that 3rd straight in and out of the full tilt turn. It's all Rodell right now. She's going to lead him on back down that last straight. Rodell going to lock in 1 transfer spot. Free Tag losing it on that last straight. We'll get him picked up. Simmons holding on, avoiding the melee. She's going to lock in that 2nd transfer out of moto number 17. Free Tag back up. Come on, you guys can do better than that. He's 5 years old, putting it all on the line on that track. There we go. We'll get him back up. No tears on that one. 2nd rack of our 5 and under novice on the track. Now we got Rodell, Peterson, Mogensen, Escalona, and Kral. That's Kral sitting on that top spot right now. We got Mogensen from the Beginners League sitting on that 2 spot. Always good to see those jerseys sitting up in a transfer spot as they bring it on back down that last straight. It's all Kral right now. Kral going to lock in 1 transfer spot. The 225 ride of Mogensen going to lock in that 2nd transfer out of Moto 18. Moto number 19 on the track now. 2 riders moving straight into this main event for our 6 and under novice. We got Dubbard, Wheeler, Boffman, Shore, and Berger. Single file back down that 2nd straight, starting to sort things out. That looks like the 54 ride. That's going to be Wheeler sitting on that top spot right now. We got the 296. Boffman sitting on that 2 spot. Wanted to join her brother on the track, riding it out in the Beginners League today. Single file stretching them out back down that last straight. It's all Wheeler right now. Wheeler looking to lock in that 1st transfer spot as they bring it on back down. A whole lot of Beginners League in chase as they bring it on home. The 296. Boffman going to lock in that 2nd transfer. 7-year-old novice on the track now, losing 1 rider on that 1st obstacle. Get them picked back up, checked out. Got a little bit of a sore butt, but I'm sure we'll pedal that one out. We got Harvey, Hedden, McGowan, Tashida, Elvin, Hand, Moss, and Fogard. That's the 405 ride sitting on that top spot. That's going to be Hedden, followed up by the 243 ride of Elvin. And then we got the 313 of Moss sitting on that 3. 3 of them moving straight on in, bringing it on home. So that's going to be the 405 ride of Hedden, the 243 ride of Elvin, and the 313 ride of Moss, all locking in transfers out of moto number 20. Our down rider's back up. Let's give him a big round of applause. Sporting it out, trying things out on the big track. First race for our Beginners League out there today. The future of BMX in the house that BMX built on that track. Eight-year-old novice out there now, moto number 21. 2 riders moving straight into this main event. We got the 504 and the 165 sitting on those top 2 spots right now. We got Berger, Mackey, Conrad, Brever, Reichel, and Shoot. I'm going with Shoot. It might be wrong. But that's the 504. That's going to be Mackey sitting on that top spot right now. Conrad, Brever sitting on that 2 spot. 2 riders moving straight on. So we're going to take Mackey straight on into that main event. And the 165 ride, Conrad Brever holding on for that 2nd transfer. 9-year-old novice out there now, another total points race. We got Gerardson, Asher, and Fast Nixon in this one. That's a 134. That's going to be Fast Nixon sitting on that top spot. We got the 410 of Asher sitting on that 2. Gerardson sitting on that 3 spot. Single file stretching them out around that full tilt turn. It's all Fast Nixon riding it out for central transmission and auto repair. He's going to lead him on back down to the stripe, pick up that skinny digit in round number 1. The 410 ride, Asher going to get that 2. Gerardson going to get that 3. 11-year-old novice on the track now, 2 spots moving straight into this main event. We got Barron, Evans, Wolf, Moss, and Schaefer. That's a 315 Barron on that top spot, followed up by the 190 Evans sitting on that 2. We got level up colors. That's going to be Schaefer making a run at it side by side as they head in and out of that full tilt turn. Who's got the gas? Who's got the go fast coming back down that last straight? It's going to bring it all the way back down to the line, but that's going to be the 315, and I need the 2. 244, Schaefer for level up, getting it at the line. 26-35 novice out there now, another total points race. We got Engberg, Lee, and Combs in this one. That's going to be Engberg for BMX Bandits sitting on that top spot. We got Lee for Bent Rim sitting on that 2 spot. Combs sitting on that 3. Single file stretched out around that full tilt turn. It's all Engberg right now. She's going to lock in that low score in round number 1. Lee bringing it on home down that last straight. She's going to get that 2 spot. Combs going to get that 3 out of Moto 24. Moto number 25 out there now, 41-45 novice, another total points race. We got Marky Mark, Beard, Zammer, and Lorenzer. That's going to be Marky Mark sitting on that top spot right now. We got Lorenzer sitting on that 2 spot. I don't know if it's Zamor or Zammer, but we're going with Zamor. It sounds more, fluid. We'll go with that. So Marky Mark going to lead him on back down that last straight. He's going to get that skinny digit in round number 1. Lorenzer going to get that 2. Zamor for the Beginners League going to get that 3. Sounds so elegant, some more. We'll go with that. 6-year-old intermediate out there now, another total points race. We got Bailey, Peterson, and Cordell in this one. That's a state 2 ride. That's going to be Peterson sitting on that top spot. We got the state 5 of Cordell sitting on that 2. Bailey for Fusion sitting on that 3. Single file action back down that 3rd straight. In and out of the full tilt turn they come. State plates are the one to beat, but that's going to be Peterson for BMX Bandits, leading them on back down that last straight, trying to lock in that skinny digit. He's going to hold on and get it. Cordell going to get that 2. Bailey going to get that 3. 8-year-old intermediate out there now. 2 riders moving straight into the main event. We got Fireball Breheim, Boomerang Beard, Cordell, Marika Farley, Chamberlain, and Mr. Ray Ray. That's the orange bike. That's going to be Mr. Ray Ray sitting on that top spot right now. He's got Chamberlain hot on his hip pocket coming out of the full tilt turn. Marika Farley looking to get into a transfer spot as they bring it back down to the stripe. It's going to go Mr. Ray Ray and Chamberlain getting our 2 transfers out of Moto 27. Moto number 28 out there now, 9-year-old intermediate. 1 rider going to move straight into this main event. We got Lil Flash Baden, Cash Money Breheim, Stark, and Wheeler as they head in and out of that second corner. Single file action back down that 3rd straight, in and out of the full tilt turn. That's going to be the 42 ride. That's going to be Lil Flash sitting on that top spot. Cash Money trying to reel him in as they bring it on back down to the stripe. Lil Flash going to get that sole transfer out of Moto 28. 29 on the track now, 10-year-old intermediate total points race. We got Albers, Sorensen, and Hansen. That's a state 10 sitting on that top spot. That's going to be Albers. We got the 25 of Sorensen right on his hip pocket. Hansen sitting on that 3 as they take it in and out of that full tilt turn. It's all Crank Lab colors in this one. Dynasty trying to reel him in back down that last straight. Is it going to be Albers? Is it going to be Sorensen? Albers going to hold on for that skinny digit. Sorensen going to get that 2. Hansen getting that 3. 12-year-old intermediate on the track now. 1 rider moving straight into the main event. We got Mad Cat Krigler, Bjork, Stark, and the Bull Baxton. That's Fusion colors sitting on that top spot right now. That's going to be the Bull. He's got Stark right on his hip pocket trying to reel him in back down that 3rd straight. In and out of the full tilt turn they come. It's all the Bull Baxton in this one right now. Fusion colors are the ones to beat as Stark reels him in back down over that table, but it's going to be Baxton holding on for that sole transfer out of Moto number 30. Moto number 31 on the track now, 3640 intermediate. 1 rider moving straight on into this main event. We got Stark, Kim Possible, Farley, Bow Wow Byington, and the Pickle Van Vickle. That's the Pickle sitting on that top spot right now, leading him in and out of the full tilt turn. Riding it out for Could Be You, but he's the one out on the track. That's the Pickle going to lock in that sole transfer out of Moto 31. 32 out there now. Welcome to the Girls Club. Starting it out with our 12-year-old young ladies. We got McCarty, Vanderheiden, Garski, Lanigan, Lil JT Tollefson, and Redberg in this one. two of these young ladies moving straight into the big dance in the house of BMX built. That's going to be little JT on that top spot. She's got Garski sitting on that 2 right now. McCarty trying to reel him in back down that last straight, but that's how it's going to shake out. Little JT and Garski getting our 2 transfers out of 32. 33 on the track now, 15, 16 young ladies, 2 riders moving straight on. We got Boker, Smiley Stokel, Shiner Bolin, Leach, Henry, and Chaotic Kendall Eland. That's going to be Boker and Chaotic Kendall sitting on those top 2 spots, ripping it back down that 3rd straight, in and out of the full tilt turn they come. It's all Boker right now. She's going to lead them on back down to the stripe. Boker going to get 1 transfer. The Rock one, Chaotic Kendall, going to get that 2nd transfer out of 33. Opponent number 34 on the track now. 8-year-old expert, 2 riders moving straight on into this main event. We got Engberg, Sabalo, Callahan, Slingshot, Sopka, Swanson, Escalona, and Simmons. That's going to be the 33 ride. That's Sabalo, Callahan, and Escalona battling out on those top 2 spots. Ripping it on back down that 3rd straight. See if they can keep it upright as they take it in and out of the full tilt turn, keeping it tight back down that last straight. If they can keep it up, they're both going to move on. Escalona and Sabalo, Callahan both getting those transfers out of 34. 2nd round, start making your way back to staging. 2nd round, back to staging. 9-year-old expert out there now, 1 rider moving straight on into this main event. We got Wildman Vanderheiden, Zink, Peterson, and the Savage Brutzman. Teammates battle out. We got the Wildman sitting on that top spotters. That Savage, their jerseys match. At least they wore opposing jerseys today, Steve. I like to see that. That's the NAG 18 ride. That's going to be the Wildman locking in that sole transfer out of our 9-year-old experts. NAG 18, NAG 19, and they dress the same. It's not fair. 11-year-old expert out there now, 2 riders moving straight on into this main event. We got Shannon Simmons, Roadrunner Anderson, Flying Hot Dog Lawrence, or Lightning Bolt Baxton, and the Convict Byington. That looks like that's fusion colors on that top spot. That's going to be the Lightning Bolt, followed up by the Roadrunner. Single file action back down that last straight. Looks like it's going to be the Lightning Bolt Baxton and the Roadrunner Anderson, locking in our 2 transfers out of Moto 36. Once again, 2nd round, start making your way back to staging. 13-year-old expert out there now. We got Leonards, Tyson, Swanson, and Hertz. That's going to be Tyson leading him in and out of corner number 2. He's got Leonards right on his hip pocket. One of these riders moving straight on into this main event. Tyson and Leonards side by side back down that last straight. Tyson trying to pull it. He's going to get that sole transfer out of 37. Motor number 38 out there now, 15-year-old expert, 1 rider moving straight on into this main event. We got Tyson, Hot Rod Hampton, Gargatron Gargus, and Powerhouse Primrose. That's Tyson leading him in and out of corner number 2. Single file action back down that 3rd straight, in and out of the full tilt turn they come. It's all the National 62 ride. Lucas Tyson on the brakes back down that last straight, looking like he wants to pedal in round number 2. So it's going to be the 6th ride. Gargus going to get that sole transfer out of Moto 38. 39 on the track now, 17-20 expert. 2 riders moving straight into this main event. We got Skiba, B-Dog Hines, Smiles Myers, me, Matt Wendell, and Stokel. That's Stokel for level up, leading him in and out of the full tilt turn. He's got Skiba and me, Matt Wendell, right, trying to reel him in back down that last straight. But Stokel's going to get a transfer. And at the line, I'm going to the line for that 2nd transfer. 89, Mean Matt Wendell for Crank Lab, getting it at the line. 21-25 expert out there now, 1 rider moving straight on into this main event. We got Hathcock, Pinsky Tufty, Atomic Kennedy, and Roberts. That's going to be Pinsky Tufty for level up, sitting on that top spot right now. He's got company coming back down that last straight, the 32 ride, as they bring it to the stripe. Tufty gonna hold on to that sole transfer out of motor number 40. Last rack of round number 1. 2nd round should be in staging. We got 36-40 expert out there now, total points race, and we got Babyface, Brotzel, Mo, and Lindsay in this one. That's Babyface leading him in and out of corner number 2. He's got Lindsay and Mo hot on his hip pocket, side by side. Back down that 3rd straight, in and out of the full tilt turn they come. They can't sort it out yet. They're going to bring it back down that last straight. Looks like it's going to go Babyface with the 1. Did Mo get the 2? Mo with the 2. Lindsay getting that 3. All righty, here we go. Round number 2, starting it out with a 6 and under mixed open. 2 riders left to make the big dance. It's the Heartbreak round in the house the BMX built. Gate comes down on this one. We got Crawl, Boffman, and Dubbard left in this. 2 riders left to make the big dance. 1 rider going home out of second round. They don't call it the Heartbreak round for nothing. These riders putting it all on the line as they bring it on back down that second straight. That looks like the 201. That's going to be Crawl sitting on that top spot right now. Couldn't tell if it was an 8 or a 0, but it's a 0. 296 right. That's Boffman sitting on that top second spot. Dubbard sitting on that 3 spot, riding it out, working it out. A whole lot of beginner league. Mom and dad in this one. We're all spread out third, fourth straight as they bring it on home back down that last straight. That's Crawl going to bring it across the line. Crawl going to lock in a transfer spot. And the 296 of Boffman, if she can hold on to it, she's going to lock in that last transfer out of moto number 5. Moto number 6 on the track now, 7-8 mixed open. 3 riders left to make the big dance. We got Moss, Elvin, Head, and Shoot. Looks like that's the 405 ride battling out with the 243. We got the 478. That's Shoot sitting on that 3 spot. So that's Head and Elvin and Shoot battling it out, in and out, single file action back down that last straight. It's all the 405 right now. That's Hedden sitting on that top spot, leading them on back down to the stripe. Hedden going to lock in a transfer spot. The 243 right, Elvin locking in a transfer spot. And the 478 is Shoot going to lock in that last transfer out of moto number 6. Moto number 7 on the track now, 9-10 mix open. 2 riders left to make this main event. We got Hanson in that top spot right now. The 410 rider, Asher, sitting on that 2 spot. Moss sitting on that 3. Single file action back down that 3rd straight, in and out of the full tilt turn they come. It's all Hanson right now. Hanson going to lead them on back down to the stripe. Hanson going to lock in 1 transfer spot. The 410 ride holding on right now, that's Asher, but we got Moss making a run at it, but Asher going to hold on to that last transfer out of moto number 7. Moto number 8 out there now, 11-12 mixed open, total points race, and we got Bear and Mad Cat Krigler and Lanigan in this one. That's going to be Lanigan for level up, sitting on that top spot. We got Barron sitting on that 2 spot. Mad Cat sitting on that 3. Single file action in and out of that full tilt turn. It's all Lanigan in this one. She's going to lock in that low scoring round number 2. The 315 right of Barron going to lock in that 2 spot. Mad Cat going to lock in that 3. 9-10 open out there now, total points race. And we got Savallo, Callahan, Peterson, and Slingshot Stopka. That looks like Peterson and Savallo, Callahan battling out on that 1 and 2. Slingshot sitting on that 3. In and out of the full tilt turn they come. Savallo trying to cut that corner as they bring it on back down that last straight. Peterson for the BMX Bandits going to hold it out. He's going to lock in that low score round number 2. Callahan getting that 2. Stopka going to get that 3. 15-16 open out there now. 3 riders in this one, 2 making the big dance. We got the Convict Byington, Hot Rod Hampton, and Shannon. That's going to be Hot Rod sitting on that top spot right now. We got the Convict Byington sitting on that 2 spot for Bent Rim. Shannon trying to make a run at it, but it's going to go Hot Rod locking in a spot, and Byington going to lock in that last transfer out of moto number 10. Moto number 11 out there now, 17-20. Women's Cruiser, 2 riders left to make this main event. We got Smiles, Myers, Summers, and Chamberlain. That's Smiles, Myers for Fusion sitting on that top spot right now. We got Chamberlain sitting on that 2 spot. Summers bringing it around, sitting on that 3. Single file action in and out of that full tilt turn. It's all Myers right now. Myers going to lead him on back down that last straight. She's going to lock in 1 transfer spot. Chamberlain going to lock in that last transfer out of moto number 11. Moto number 12 on the track now, 36-40 Young Lady Cruisers. We got 2 riders left to make this main event. We got Lee, the Sniper, McDonough, and Beebe. That's going to be Beebe and Lee, the Sniper, making a run at it down that second straight, in and out of that second corner. See if she can snipe off Lee on that 3rd straight. Beebe leading the charge into that full tilt turn as they bring it on around. The Sniper backing off, but she's going to make a run back down that last straight. Trading up spots as they bring it on home. It's going to go Beebe locking in a spot, and the Sniper going to snipe her way into a transfer spot out of moto number 12. No lack of effort out of any of those ladies on that track. 8-year-old cruiser out there now. We got Mr. Ray Engberg and Escalona in this total points battle. That's going to be Escalona on that top spot. We got Engberg sitting on that 2. The orange bike, Mr. Ray sitting on that 3. Mom and Dad ain't never going to change the color of that bike. In and out of the full tilt turn they come. It's all Escalona in this one. Escalona looking to lock in that skinny digit in round number 2. He's going to get it. Engberg going to get that 2 spot. Mr. Ray going to get that 3. 11-year-old cruiser out there now. 2 riders left to make this main event. We got Zink, Roadrunner Anderson, and the Flying Hot Dog Lawrencer. That's going to be the Roadrunner sitting on that top spot. We got Zink sitting on that 2. The Flying Hot Dog for level up sitting on that 3 spot right now. Single file action in and out of that full tilt turn. Zink making a run at Anderson. He's going to take over that top spot. Anderson dropping back to your 2, but we're still taking 2, so it's going to go Zink, Anderson, locking in our last 2 transfers out of moto 14. Moto number 15 on the track now, 14-year-old cruiser. We got Tyson, and Swanson. It's the Flying Tyson brothers sitting on those top 2 spots right now. It's going to be Lucas on that top spot. We got Jacob sitting on that 2. Swanson sitting on that 3. Back down to the stripe. That's how it's going to play out. Lucas with the 1. Jacob Tyson with the 2. Swanson going to lock in that 3. Moto number 16 out there now, 4650 cruiser. 2 riders left to make this main event. We got Bow Wow, Byington, Lindsay, and Meyer. That's going to be Lindsay sitting on that top spot right now for Alpha. Looks like we got Meyer for Bent Rim sitting on that 2 spot. His teammate Bow Wow trying to reel him in back down that last straight, but it's all Lindsay right now. He's going to lock in a spot. Meyer going to air it out and lock in that last transfer out of moto number 16. Moto number 17 on the track now, our first rack of our Weebles and Wobbles. We got Free Tag, Not Stopping Beard, and H-Dog Van Vickle left in this one. 2 of these little tykes going to make it to the big dance. They're going to have a full rack when they get there. That's going to be the 178 ride. That's going to be Free Tag sitting on that top spot right now. We got the 32 ride. That's Not Stopping Beard sitting on that 2 spot. But we got H-Dog Van Vickle making a run out of corner number 2. Van Vickle going to get the inside out of corner number 2, move up into that transfer spot. Not Stopping Beard. She's not going to give it up easy. They're going to rip it back down that 3rd straight. But it's all Free Tag right now. He's going to lead them out back down that last straight. Free Tag going to lock in 1 transfer. Not Stopping Beard taking back over that 2 spot. Van Vickle running out of gas back down that last straight. Just couldn't quite get there. These little legs are tired. So it's going to go down with Not Stopping Beard getting that last transfer out of 17. 18 on the track now, our second rack of 5 and under novice. If you're ever having a bad day, right here. Number 26, Emmy Peterson. All smiles sitting on that top spot. We got the 236 rider, Rodell, sitting on that 2 spot. Escalona trying to find a way into a transfer, sitting on that 3 right now, but it's the smiley Emmy Peterson leading them on back down that last straight right now. Rodell holding on to that 2, so it's going to go down with Peterson getting 1 transfer. Right now it's Rodell, the 236, holding on to it. Escalona using the whole track, trying to find a way into a transfer spot. They're going to bring it up across that table, and it's going to go down with the 236. Rodell riding it out for mom and dad out of moto number 18, getting that last transfer. Moto number 19 on the track now, 6-year-old novice. 2 riders left to make this main event. We got Dubbard, Shore, and Berger. All Beginners League riders in the mix in this one. 2 of them going to make it to the big dance today. That's Berger sitting on that top spot right now, the 341 ride. That's going to be Shore sitting on that 2. The 421, Dubbard sitting on that 3 spot, trying to test out those legs, show them what they learned in the Beginners League, standing up. Back down that last straight. We're stretching them out a little bit, but that's a 479. That's all Berger right now. Berger holding on to it across that table. Berger going to lock in a transfer spot in the 341 right now. Shore holding on to it. Shore going to get that last transfer out of moto number 19. Moto number 20 on the track now. 4 riders left to make this main event. We got Harvey, McGowan, Tashida, Hanton, Fogard. That's a 476 and the 466. Rubbing tires, holding on to it. Fogard and Hant, the 461 sitting on that 3 spot right now. And the 477, boat ride. Gotcha. Well, it's a boat ride for these riders. They're still rubbing tires, putting it all on the track. So the 476 is going to go. The 466, Hant and Fogard, they'll battle it out in that main event. The 461 ride of Harvey going to get a transfer, and the 477 ride of Tashida going to get that last transfer. 8-year-old novice out there now. 2 riders left for this main event. We got Berger, Reichel, and Schute. That's the 88 ride sitting on that top spot right now. That's Reichel. Followed up by the 478 is Schute as they rip it back down that third straight, in and out of the full tilt turn they come. It's all Reichel right now. She's going to lead him on back down to the stripe. Reichel going to get a transfer spot, and the 478 ride of Shoot going to lock in that last transfer out of moto number 21. 22 on the track now, 9-year-old novice total points racing. We got Gerardson, Asher, and Fast Nixon. That's 134. That's Fast Nixon sitting on that top spot. The 410 Asher sitting on that 2. Gerardson sitting on that 3 spot. In and out of that second corner they go, stretching them around the full tilt turn. It's all Fast Nixon in this one, battling it out with the Beginners League right on his tail, coming down to the stripe. Fast Nixon going to get that 1. Asher going to get that 2. Gerardson going to get that 3. 11-year-old novice on the track now. 2 riders left to make this main event. We got Evans, Wolf, and Moss. Single file action back down that second straight. That's a 190 ride. That's Evans sitting on that top spot. The 416 ride. Wolf sitting on that 2. Moss trying to find a way into a transfer spot as they keep it tight back down that third straight. In and out of the full tilt turn. It's going to be Evans right now holding on to that top transfer. The 416 of Wolf trying to reel it in as they bring it on home back down that last straight. So it's going to be the 190 and the 416. Evans and Wolf getting our last 2 transfers out of moto number 23. 24 on the track now. 26-35 novice total points race. And we got Engberg, Lee, and Combs. That's going to be Engberg for BMX Bandits sitting on that top spot. We got Lee for Bent Rim sitting on that 2. Combs sitting on that 3. Single file action back down that last straight. It's all Engberg right now. She's looking to better her score and lock in that low score in round number 2. She's going to get it. Lee going to lock in that 2 spot. Combs going to get that 3. 41-45 novice out there now. Another total points race. We got Marky Mark, Beards, Zamore, and Lorenzer. That's going to be Marky Mark sitting on that top spot right now for Black Sheep. We got Zamore sitting on that 3 spot for the Beginner League, and Lorenzer for the Level Up sitting on that 2. Single file action back down that last straight. It's all Marky Mark right now. He's going to lead him on back down to the stripe and pick up that skinny digit in round number 2. Lorenzer going to get that 2 spot. Zamore going to get that 3. 6-year-old intermediate out there now, another total points race. We got Bailey, Peterson, and Cordell in this one. Looks like we got to shake up how they were in round number 1, but we got some side-by-side action coming back down that second straight. That's going to be Bailey and Peterson battling out, losing a rider. We'll get him picked up, checked back out. They're rubbing tires, but that's going to be Peterson on that top spot right now. Cordell sitting on that 2 spot. Down rider back up, give him a round of applause. Get him checked out. Asphalt hurts. You guys can do better than that. Come on. 6 years old, eating the asphalt. We can give him a little bit better. That's the 2 ride. Peterson going to get that skinny digit in round number 1. Cordell going to get that 2. See if we can get Bailey back on the wheels and the pedals. Ride this out. Check out that concessions. We got no line over there. Oh, man, we lost a bar end. Oh, we can ride this out. We got to get the crowd into it if we're going to get them back on them pedals. Come on now. These guys, all 3 rounds, he's got to battle it out, total points. Give him a little bit of help to get back on them pedals. He's not going to do it. Says, nah, I'm walking off. I ain't doing this. Dad, we're going to concessions. I need ice cream. That's it. That's the only thing that's going to help that elbow. That's all right. Bailey will be back to ride again. He's a tough little tyke. Back to our race in action. 8-year-old intermediate on the track now. 3 riders left to make this main event. We got the Fireball Breheim, Boomerang Beard, Cordell, and Marika Farley in this one. That's going to be Fusion Colors leading them out of that first corner. That's going to be Marika with the ponytail ripping it out. Her teammate Fireball sitting on that 2 spot. We got the Gold Cup 3. That's going to be Cordell sitting on that 3 spot. Boomerang Beard trying to find a way into a transfer as they take it on back down that third straight in and out of the full tilt turn. Teammates battling it out for the top spot as they bring it on back down that last straight. It's all Marika Farley right now. She's going to get a transfer. Fireball getting a transfer. And Cordell going to lock in that last transfer spot out of motor number 27. 28 on the track now, 9-year-old intermediate. 2 riders left to make this main event. Cash Money Breheim in there, Stark and Wheeler as they head on back down that third straight. That's going to be Cash Money sitting on your top spot. Says, my sister ain't making it to a main event if I'm not doing it today. He's going to lead him on back down that last straight. That's the 126. That's going to be Wheeler sitting on that 2 spot right now. Cash Money, he's going to lock in a spot. And the 126 of Wheeler holding on for that last transfer out of Moto 28. 29 on the track now, 10-year-old intermediate. Total points racing in this one. We got Albert, Sorensen, and Hansen. That's going to be Albert sitting on that top spot. We got a shave cup. We got Hansen sitting on that 2. Sorensen sitting on that 3 right now, trying to make the announcer do some math, but they're going to battle it out back down that last straight. It's all Crank Lab right now. He's going to lock in that skinny digit in round number 2. Sorensen with the big push down that last straight, going to get back up into that 2 spot. Hansen going to get that 3. 12-year-old intermediate out there now. 2 riders left to make this main event. We got Mad Cat Krigler, Bjork, and Stark. That's a 70 ride. That's going to be Stark sitting on that top spot. He's got Mad Cat right on his hip pocket down that third straight. Bjork for Dynasty trying to find a way into a transfer as they take it in and out of the full tilt turn. It's all Stark right now. Coming to you all the way from Hancock, Wisconsin. Stark going to lock in 1 transfer. Mad Cat going to lock in that last transfer out of motor number 30. 31 on the track now, 36-40 intermediate. 2 riders left to make this main event. We got Stark, Kim Possible, Farley, and Bow Wow Byington. That's going to be Kim Possible for Factory Carbone Cartel sitting on that top spot right now. Bow Wow Byington for Bent Rim sitting on that 2 spot. We got Stark sitting on that 3, so it's going to go Kim Possible locking in a spot and Bow Wow barking his way on into that main event. Welcome to the Girls Club. 12-year-old young ladies out there now. 3 riders left to make this main event. We got McCarty, Vanderheiden, Lanigan, and Redberg. That's going to be Vanderheiden sitting on that top spot. We got Lanigan sitting on that 2. McCarty sitting on that 3. Redberg trying to find a way into a transfer spot. She's sitting on that 4 spot right now, but it's all Ameriprise full tilt in this one. Vanderheiden going to lead him on back down that last straight. She's going to lock in a transfer spot. Lanigan going to get one. Her teammate McCarty going to lock in that last transfer out of Moto 32. 33 on the track now, 15-16 young ladies, 3 riders left for this main event. We got Smiley Stokel, Shiner Bolin, Leach, and Henry. That's Smiley Stokel sitting on that top spot. We got Leach sitting on that 2 spot. Henry sitting on that 3 as they take it single file in and out of that full tilt turn. It's all Stokel in this one. She's going to lead him back down to the stripe, lock in a spot. Leach going to lock in a spot. Henry going to lock in that last transfer out of Moto 33. 34 on the track now. If I could get my page to turn. 34 on the track now, 8-year-old expert. 3 riders left to make this main event. We got Engberg, Slingshot, Stopka, Swanson, and Simmons. That's going to be the 18 ride. That's Slingshot sitting on that top spot. We got Engberg sitting on that 2. Simmons sitting on that 3. As they take it side by side, it's Stopka and Engberg right now. The Slingshot going to lock in a transfer. Engberg going to lock in a transfer. And the 15 ride of Simmons going to lock in that last transfer out of Moto 34. 35 on the track now, a 9-year-old expert. We got Zink, Peterson, and the Savage Brutzman left in this one. That's going to be Zink sitting on that top spot. 2 riders making it to the big dance. That's the Savage battling it out with Peterson on that 2 and 3. They're going to keep it tight back down that last straight. It's all Zink right now. Zink looking to make that main event. He's going to get it at the line. Brutzman going to hold on for that last transfer out of Moto 35. 36 on the track now, 11-year-old expert. We got Shannon, Simmons, Flying Hot Dog, Lawrence are in the Convict Byington. 3 riders left to make this main event. That's going to be the Convict sitting on that top spot. We got Lawrence are sitting on that 2, Simmons sitting on that 3, Shannon trying to find a way into a transfer on that 4. He's going to take the inside out of the full tilt turn. He can cut them corners and stick a fork in him. He's going to get up into a transfer, so it's going to go Byington, Lawrence, and Shannon. 37 on the track now, 13-year-old expert. 2 riders on the track. They're both going to make that main event. We got Lenners and Swanson. They get a nice little practice lap as they rip it on around the track, getting a nice little boat ride out around number 2. They're both going to move on into that main event, but that's going to be Lenners. He's still going to put in the effort, airing it out back down that last straight, putting on a little show. He's moving on, and Swanson going to get that last transfer out of Moto 37. 38 on the track now, 15-year-old expert. 2 riders left to make this main event. We got Tyson, Hot Rod Hampton, and Powerhouse Primrose. That's going to be Tyson sitting on that top spot right now. We got Hot Rod Hampton for Dynasty sitting on that 2 spot. Powerhouse trying to find a way into a transfer. Single file action back down that last straight. It's going to go Tyson locking in a spot. Hampton and Primrose battling it out. Hampton, hold on. Hot Rod Hampton holding on at the line, going to get that last transfer out of Moto 38. Moto number 39 on the track now. 2 riders left to make this main event. We got Skiba, B-Dog Hines, and Smiles Myers. That's going to be Skiba for Bent Rim sitting on that top spot out of our 1720 experts. We got Level Up Colors. That's going to be B-Dog, so it's going to go down like that. Skiba and B-Dog locking in our last 2 transfers out of Moto number 39. Moto number 40 out there now, 21-25 expert. 2 riders left to make this main event. We got Hathcock, Atomic Kennedy, and Roberts. That's going to be the 32 ride. That's going to be Roberts sitting on that top spot right now. We got Atomic Kennedy and Hathcock battling it out as they bring it on back down that last straight, but it's all Roberts right now. Roberts going to lock in a spot, and the Atomic Kennedy with a big push down that last straight, going to get our last transfer out of Moto number 40. 41 on the track now, last rack of qualifying racing. Total points, 36-40s out there now. We got Babyface, Bratzel, Mo, and Lindsay. Looks like Mo's taking over Babyface spot on that top spot right now. Bratzel dropping back to that 2. Lindsay holding on to that 3. It's all Mo for Bent Rim right now, leading him in and out of the full tilt turn. Babyface still trying to make a push down that last straight, but it's going to go Mo, Bratzel, Lindsay. Qualifying racing in the books. We'll open up first and second straight for our 12 and over experts. We got some giveaways to do, and we'll head on back. Little intermission and be back at you for our main event. Alrighty, I got 3 giveaways to do. I need 3 ticket holders down at the finish line, 3 volunteers just hanging out that want to help us out at our finish line, giving out our tickets. But we're going to start it out. Harrison Cordell, come on down to the finish line. You're getting yourself a candy bar. Get yourself all juiced up to go play in the snow after racing. And then we got Emmy Peterson, all smiles. Come on down. You're getting an ice cream treat. And Gemma Tollefson, little JT, come on down. You're getting yourself a Gatorade. Head on down to the finish line. Need 3 willing volunteers so I don't have to pick. Hand out tickets at the finish line. 3 volunteers. There's little smiles. Miss Emmy says, I got ice cream waiting for me. Let's go. Still looking for 2 volunteers. 2 volunteers so you guys can get out of here and go enjoy the snow day out there. Fresh, powdery snow. Need 2 volunteers to hand out tickets. Quick announcement, any beginner league riders, if you made the main event and you come in first, second, or third, there's going to be 3 volunteers standing down along the wood wall handing out tickets. If you cross first, second, or third for our beginner league riders, make sure you grab the corresponding ticket for your place at the wall. If you forget to grab your ticket, you can always go back and get it. But you'll take that ticket over to the cage, pick up your trophy at the cage, but make sure you pick up that ticket. Still looking for one volunteer. We can't get that main event going without 3 ticket holders. I need one more willing volunteer to hand out tickets at that finish line. Even if it's your first time, there's plenty of people down there to help. Need 3 parents to hand out tickets at that finish line. All righty, we got our 3 ticket holders. Main event, stage them on up. Main event, let's stage them on up. Alrighty, race fans, it's main event time in the house that BMX built. Starting it out with a 6 and under mixed open on the hill. We got Kral, Rodell, and Boffman all making this main event. Gate comes down on this one. 3 riders making it to the main event. They're all going to sit on the podium today as they rip it down that first straight. Looks like that's going to be Kral taking over that top spot right now as they head in and out of that first corner. That's going to, oh, I'm sorry, that's a 70 ride. That's going to be Rodell sitting on that top spot. Try to pick her out by her clothes, couldn't quite do it. That's a 201. Kral sitting on that 2 spot, or 296. Boffman, the beginner league rider, losing a pedal, but she's right back on the gas and the go fast, sitting on that 3 spot as they rip it in and out of that full tilt turn. Single file action back down that last straight. It's all the 70 rider Rodell right now. Rodell going to lead him on back down to the stripe, riding it out for mom and dad. Rodell going to get that top spot of the podium today. The 201 ride, Kral going to get that 2 spot, and the 296 of Boffman going to get that 3. 7-8 mixed open on the track now. We got Boomerang Beard, we got Elvin, Head and Shoot, Fireball Breheim, and Mackey. That's going to be the Fireball sitting on that top spot right now as they head in and out of that full tilt turn. The 504 ride, that's going to be Mackey sitting on that 2. Single file back down that last straight. It's going to go the Fireball with the 1, the 504 Mackey with the 2, and the 84 ride, Boomerang Beard, going to round out your podium out of our 7-8 mixed open. 9-10 mixed open out there now. Moto number 7. We got Asher, Little Flash, Baden, and Hanson all making this main event. They're all going to get a podium spot today. That's a 42 ride. That's Little Flash sitting on that top spot. The 151 ride of Hanson sitting on that 2. Asher sitting on that 3 ride. Beginners League riders making the main event on their first day. Always good to see that as they rip it in and out of that full tilt turn. It's all Little Flash in this one. He's going to lead them on back down to the stripe, get that top spot today. The 151 ride, Hanson going to lock in that 2. Asher going to get that 3. 11-12 mixed open out there now. This is a 2-4-6 total points race. We got Lanigan sitting on 2 points. The 315 of Barron sitting on 4. Mad Cat Krigler sitting on 6 points. Single file action back down that third straight in and out of the full tilt turn. It's all Lanigan in this one. She's looking to finish out a perfect day of laps as she's leading them on back down to the stripe. Lanigan going to get that 1 in the overall 1. Barron going to get that 2 in the overall 2. Mad Cat going to get your overall 3 out of motor number 8. Always waiting on Babyface. You were the one I saw roll into the gate. You're the one I'm blaming. Doing a little moto roulette on the track now. Moto number 10, 15-16 open. We got the Convict Byington, Hot Rod Hampton, Babyface Brotzel, and Mean Matt Wendell in this one. Looks like Mean Matt Wendell beating up on the Babyface as they head on back down that second straight. Wendell going to lead him in and out of that second corner. Brotzel sitting on that 2 spot. The Convict sitting on that 3. Hot Rod right on his hip pocket as they head on back down that third straight. It's all Mean Matt in this one. He's going to lead him on back down to the stripe and lock in that top spot of the podium. Babyface Brotzel going to get that 2 spot. Looks like Hot Rod going to get it at the line. He's going to get that 3. Motor number 11 on the track now, 1720 Young Lady Cruiser. We got Smiles Myers, Smiley Stokel, and Chamberlain all making this main event. Looks like we got the big girls battling it out in and out of that first corner. That's Smiley Stokel coming out on top for level up. We got Smiles Myers for Fusion sitting on that 2 spot. Chamberlain sitting on that 3 in and out of that second corner. It's all Smiley Stokel in this one right now. She's going to lead him in and out of that full tilt turn. Smiles Myers holding on to that 2 spot right now. Chamberlain trying to reel her in as they head around that third corner. It's all Stokel in this one. Stokel going to lock in that top spot on the podium today. Smiles Myers going to get that 2 spot. Chamberlain going to get that 3. 3640 Young Ladies on the track now. 4 riders strong, 3 podium spots up for grabs. We got the Sniper McDonough, Kim Possible, Farley, Beebe, and Engberg. That's going to be Kim Possible sitting on that top spot right now. She's going to lead him back down that second straight. We got Engberg sitting on that 2. Beebe sitting on that 3 spot right now. The Sniper trying to snipe her way into a podium spot as they head single file back down that third straight. It's all Kim Possible in this one right now. She's going to lead him on back down that last straight, trying to lock in the top of the podium. She's going to get that top spot. Engberg for the Bandits going to bring it on home for that 2 spot. And BB holding on at the line. She's going to get that 3. Rolling on. Nope, where are we at? Which one are we on here? 13? All right, 8-year-old cruiser. We're still holding on to that moto roulette. Moto number 13 on the track now. We got Mr. Ray Engberg and Escalona. This is a 246 total points race. Escalona sitting on that top spot right now. He's trying to finish out a perfect day of laps. He's going to get that 1 in the overall 1. Engberg going to get that 2 in the overall 2. Mr. Ray on the orange bike going to get that overall 3. 11-year-old cruiser on the track now. 3 riders making this main event. We got Zink, Wildman Vanderheiden, and Roadrunner Anderson. That's going to be the Roadrunner sitting on that top spot right now, leading them in out of that second corner. We got the Nag 5. That's the Wildman sitting on that 2 spot. Zink sitting on that 3. All 3 riders qualifying to get to this main event. All going to get a piece of that podium as they head on back down that last straight single file action. Looks like it's going to be the Roadrunner with the 1. Wildman going to get that 2. Zink going to get that 3. 14-year-old cruiser on the track now. We got Tyson, and Swanson, the Flying Tyson brothers, leading the charge in and out of that second corner. Lucas Tyson sitting on 2 points, leading them in and out of the full tilt turn. Jacob Tyson sitting on 4 points. Swanson sitting on 6. Single file back down that last straight. It's going to go Lucas Tyson with the 1 in the overall 1. Jacob Tyson with the 2. Swanson with the 3. 4650 cruiser on the track now. 3 riders qualifying for this main event. We got Lindsey Meyer and the Atomic Kennedy in this battle. Going to be a good one down that second straight. That's going to be the Atomic Kennedy on that top spot right now, riding it out for FXR Dance Comp. We got Lindsey sitting on that 2 spot for Alpha. Meyer for Bent Rim sitting on that 3. Single file action back down that last straight. It's all the Atomic Kennedy in this one. He's going to get that top spot. Lindsey going to get that 2. Meyer going to get that 3. 5 and under novice, the Weebles and Wobbles are on the track. We got Free Tag, Not Stopping Beard, Rodell, Simmons, Rodell, Peterson, Mogensen, and Kral. All these little tykes qualifying to get to a full main event gate as they rip it around that first corner. That's a 70 ride on that top spot right now. That's going to be Sophia Rodell, followed up by the 225. That's Mogensen sitting on that 2 spot. We got Free Tag battling it out with Peterson in the 201 right now, Kral. But it's Free Tag holding on to that 3 right now as they head on back down that third straight. They're using the whole track, but they're going to sort things out of that full tilt turn. Looking to cut the corner. That looks like Kral cutting that corner, moving up into that 3. But it's going to be the 70 ride. Rodell getting that 1. The 225 ride of Mogensen with the 2. And the 201 of Kral locking in that 3. That's going to be the future of your Pro-Am right there. There's going to be more to come down the road. 6-year-old novice out there now. 4 riders making this main event. 3 of them going to sit on the podium today. We got Wheeler, Boffman, Shore, and Berger as they head in and out of that first corner, bringing them on back down that second straight. We got the paper plate on that top spot. That's going to be the 54 ride of Wheeler, riding it out for Grandma K. And we got the 296 ride. That's going to be Boffman sitting on that 2 spot right now. The 341 of Shore sitting on that 3. Single file action, stretching them out around the 3rd and 4th straight as they bring it on home. It's all Wheeler right now. Grandma K is going to be proud when she brings this one back down to the stripe. She's going to lock in that top spot. Boffman holding on to that 2 right now, the 296 ride. Boffman for the beginner league going to get that 2 spot. The 341 ashore going to round out your podium for our 6-year-old novice. 7-year-old novice out there now. We got Harvey Hedden, Tashida, Elvin, Hant, Moss, and Fogard. Single file action back down that second straight. That looks like the 405. That's going to be Hedden sitting on that top spot right now. The 243 ride. Elvin sitting on that 2. The 313 Amos sitting on that 3 spot as they take it single file back down that 3rd straight, trying to sort things out. They're crossing tires out of that second corner, just trying to keep them upright as they're still learning how to ride on a big track. But that's the 405 ride. That's going to be Hedden getting that top spot of the podium today. The 243 Elvin going to get that 2 spot. The 313 Amos going to round out your podium for our 7-year-old novice. Moto number 21 on the track now, 8-year-old novice. We got Mackey, Conrad, Brewer, Reichel, and Shoot. All these little tykes qualifying for this main event. 3 podium spots up for grabs as they bring it back down that second straight. That's going to be the 504 ride. That's going to be Mackey sitting on that top spot. We got the 165 ride of Conrad Brewer on that 2. The 88 ride of Reichel sitting on that 3. As they take it single file action back down that 3rd straight. Reichel trying to make a run at Conrad as they bring it on around that full tilt turn. Conrad trying to protect the corner as best he can as they bring it on back down that last straight. It's going to be Mackey getting that top spot, losing a rider, get them picked back up. We got the 165. Brever going to get that 2 spot. Reichel going to get that 3. Get our down rider picked back up. Come on, we can give him a big round of applause, putting it all on the line. That's Shoot, riding it out for the Beginners League. 9-year-old novice out there now. We got Garrettson, Asher, and Fast Nixon. Fast Nixon sitting on 2 points. Asher sitting on 4. Garrettson sitting on 6 points. Single file action in and out of that full tilt turn. That's going to be Fast Nixon sitting on that top spot right now. Asher making a run at it, trying to screw up a perfect day of laps. But it's going to be Fast Nixon holding on for the 1 in the overall 1. Asher going to get that 2 in the overall 2. Garrettson going to get that overall 3. 11-year-old novice on the track now. We got Barron, Evans, Wolf, and Schaefer. That's a 244 ride. That's Schaefer sitting on that top spot right now. We got the 416 and the 190. Losing 1, losing 2. We'll get them picked up. We got a yard sale in corner number 2. They're both back up, back on the pedals. Give them a big round of applause as they're both trying to make the podium today, but that's the 244 ride. Schaefer going to sit on top the podium. We got the 190 ride. Evans bringing it on home for that 2 spot. And the 416 of Wolf back on the gas and the go fast a little bit quicker. Wolf gonna lock in that 3rd spot on our podium out of our 11-year-old novice. 26-35 novice on the track now, another total points race. We got Engberg, Lee, and Combs. This is a 246 total points race. Engberg for the Bandits sitting on 2 points. Lee for Bent Rim sitting on 4. Combs sitting on 6 as they take it single file action in and out of that second corner. It's all Engberg right now. She's looking to finish out a perfect day of laps. Leading them in and out of that full tilt turn. Lee trying to reel her in and mess up her perfect day. Single file back down that last straight. It's all Engberg right now. She's going to get that 1 in the overall 1. Lee going to get that 2 in the overall 2. Combs going to get that overall 3. 41-45 novice out there now, another 246 total points race. We got Marky Mark sitting on 2 points. Lawrence are sitting on 4. Zamora sitting on 6 as they take it in and out of that second corner. It's all Marky Mark right now. Lawrence are holding on to that 2 spot. Zamora holding on to that 3. Single file action back down that last straight. It's all Marky Mark right now. Riding it out for Black Sheep. He's going to get that 1 in the overall 1. Lawrence are going to bring it on home for level up and get that overall 2. Zamora for the Beginner League going to lock in that overall 3. 6-year-old intermediate out there now. This is a 246 total points race. We got Peterson sitting on 2, Cordell sitting on 4, Bailey sitting on 6. That's a state 2. That's going to be Peterson sitting on that top spot right now. We got Bailey sitting on that 2 spot. Cordell sitting on that 3. Single file action back down that 3rd straight in and out of the full tilt turn. It's all Peterson right now. Peterson looking to finish out a perfect day as they bring it on back down that last straight. Peterson going to bring it on home, get the 1 in the overall 1. Bailey going to bring it across and get that 2, but the overall 3. And Cordell going to get the 3, but the overall 2. 8-year-old intermediate on the track now. All these riders qualifying to get to this main event. We got Fireball, Breheim, Cordell, Marika Farley, Chamberlain, and Mr. Ray Ray. That's going to be Chamberlain sporting the state 7 on that top spot. Mr. Ray Ray making a run at her down that last straight. It's going to come down to the line. Marika Farley going to get that 3. State 7, Chamberlain holding on to it at the line. Mr. Ray Ray going to get that 2 spot. 9-year-old intermediate on the track now. We got Low Flash Baden, Cash Money Breheim, and Wheeler. Looks like that's going to be a Little Flash sitting on that top spot right now for Crank Lab. We got Cash Money sitting on that 2 spot. We got Wheeler sitting on that 3 as they bring it single file back down that last straight. It's all Little Flash right now. He's going to lock in that top spot. Cash Money cashing in on that 2 spot. And the 126 of Wheeler going to get that 3. 10-year-old intermediate out there now, motor number 29. This is a 246 total points race. We got Albert sitting on 2, Sorensen sitting on 4, Hansen sitting on 6. Single file action back down that 3rd straight. We got Albers leading the charge. He's got Sorensen right on his hip pocket as they head in and out of the full tilt turn. Hansen sitting on that 3. But it's all Albers right now. Crank Lab Colors leading him back down to the stripe. He's going to get the 1 in the overall 1. Sorensen with the 2 in the overall 2. Hansen with your overall 3. 12-year-old intermediate on the track now. We got Mad Cat Krigler, Stark, and the Bull Baxton in this one. That's Fusion Colors battling out on that top spot right now. That's the Bull leading him in and out of corner number 2. He's got Stark right on his hip pocket. We got Mad Cat sitting on that 3 spot. All 3 riders qualifying to get to this main event. They're all going to sit on the podium today. Does the Bull got all the gas to get back down that last straight? He's going to lead him on back down to the stripe. So it's going to go the Bull, Baxton with the 1, Stark with the 2, Mad Cat rounding out your podium out of the 12-year-old intermediate. 36-40 intermediate on the track. Now we got Kim Possible Farley, Bow Wow Byington, the Pickle Van Vickle all qualifying to get to this main event. That looks like the Pickle leading them back down that 3rd straight in and out of the full tilt turn. Kim Possible sitting on that 2 spot. Bow Wow sitting on that 3. Single file back down to the stripe. It's going to be the Pickle airing it out to the top of the podium. Kim Possible with the 2. Bow Wow barking his way to that 3 spot. Welcome to the Girls Club. 12-year-old young lady main event time. We got McCarty, Vanderheiden, Garski, Lanigan, and Lil JT Tollefson in this one. That's going to be Lil JT on that top spot. Crank Lab colors, Zagarski sitting on that 2. Ameriprise full tilt. That's going to be Vanderheiden sitting on that 3 spot. Single file action back down that last straight. It's all Lil JT in this one. She's going to get that top spot today. Garski going to get that 2. Vanderheiden going to get that 3. 15-16 young ladies on the track now. We got Boker, Smiley, Stokel, Leach, Henry, and Keata Kendall Leland all qualifying for this main event, battling it out. It's the ladies Pro-Am on the track right now. That's going to be Boker sitting on that top spot. Keata Kendall right on her hip pocket. Smiley Stokel right on her hip pocket as they rip it back down that 3rd straight in and out of the full tilt turn. Henry trying to get into the mix as they bring it on back down to the stripe. But it's going to be Boker getting that top spot. Keata Kendall with the 2. Smiley Stokel going to get that 3. Oh boy, I got to flip a lot of pages back to get to this one. Just kidding. Eight-year-old expert on the track now, moto number 34. All these riders qualifying for this main event. We got Engberg, Savallo, Callahan, Slingshot, Stopka, Escalona, and Simmons. Looks like 4 riders answering the call in this one. We got Escalona sitting on that top spot right now. Engberg sitting on that 2. The 18 rider, Slingshot, sitting on that 3 spot. Simmons trying to find a way into a podium spot as he reels him in back down that 3rd straight. In and out of the full tilt turn they come. It's all Escalona in this one. Level Up colors leading him back down that last straight. Escalona going to lock in that top spot. Engberg going to get that 2. Slingshot going to get that 3. 9-year-old expert on the track now. We got the Wildman, Vanderheiden, Zink, and the Savage Brutzman all qualifying to get to this main event. Looks like that's going to be the Nag 18 ride. That's going to be the Wildman sitting on that top spot. We got Zink sitting on that 2. The Savage sitting on that 3. Split up so I can tell them apart today as they rip it in and out of that full tilt turn. It's all the Wildman right now. He's going to lead them on back down, looking to sit on top of that podium. So that's going to be Vanderheiden with the 1. Zink with the 2. Brutzman going to get that 3. 11-year-old expert out there now. We got Shannon, the Roadrunner, Anderson, Flying Hot Dog Lawrence, or Lightning Bolt Baxton, and the Convict Byington in this one. That's going to be the Roadrunner sitting on that top spot. We got the Convict sitting on that 2 spot. Lightning Bolt sitting on that 3. The Flying Hot Dog trying to get into the mix as they head on back down that 3rd straight. And it's going to change up as they head in and out of the full tilt turn. That's going to be the Convict taking over that top spot. Lightning Bolt taking over that 2 spot. Lightning Bolt making a run at it. We're going to go down to the stripe. Lightning Bolt Baxton getting the 1. Byington going to get the 2. Lawrence are going to get that 3. Don't blink. It can change in an instant in the sport of BMX. Never give up till you get to the line. Here we go. 13-year-old expert on the track now. We got Lenners, Tyson, and Swanson in this one. That's going to be Ameriprise full tilt colors on that top spot. That's going to be Tyson. Lenners right on his hip pocket. Back down that 3rd straight. Swanson sitting on that 3 as they head in and out of that full tilt turn. It's all Tyson right now. Lenners trying to make a run at it. Over the table they go. Tyson, Lenners, Swanson. 15-year-old expert on the track now. We got Tyson, Hot Rod Hampton, and Gargatron Gargus in this one. That's going to be Tyson for Ameriprise full tilt leading back down that 2nd straight. We got the 6 ride. That's going to be the Gargatron sitting on that 2 spot. That's going to be Hot Rod Hampton sitting on that 3 spot for Dynasty. As they head in and out of the full tilt turn, it's all Ameriprise full tilt in this one. Tyson going to lead him on back down that last straight. He's going to lock in the top of the podium today. Gargus going to get that 2 spot. Hampton going to get that 3. 17-20 expert on the track now. We got Skiba, B-Dog Hines, me, Matt Wendell, and Stokel in this one. all qualifying to get to this main event. That's going to be Stokel sitting on that top spot here. And down in the corner number 2, we got Skiba sitting on that 2 spot. Me and Matt Wendell sitting on that 3. B-Dog trying to get into the mix on that 4. In and out of the full tilt turn they come. It's all Stokel right now. He's going to lead him on back down to the stripe. Stokel going to get that 1. Skiba getting that 2. Me and Matt Wendell going to get that 3. 21-25 expert on the track now. We got Pinsky, Tufty, Atomic, Kennedy, and Roberts in this one. They're going to take it 3 wide in and out of that first corner, heading on back down that second straight. That's the 32 ride. That's going to be Roberts out of Illinois. He's going to lead him in and out of corner number 2. We got Pinsky, Tufty sitting on that 2 spot. Atomic Kennedy sitting on that 3 as they head in and out of that full tilt turn. It's all Roberts right now. He's going to lead him back down to the stripe and sit on top of the podium today. Pinsky, Tufty going to get that 2. Kennedy going to get that 3. 36-40 expert out there now. This is a 3-3-6 total points race. We got Babyface sitting on 3 points, Mo sitting on 3 points, and Lindsay sitting on 6 as they head on back down that second straight. That's Babyface sitting on that top spot right now. Mo's trying to beat up on the Babyface as he tries to reel him in back down that third straight. Lindsay sitting on that 3. How these top 2 crosses, how they're going to sit on the podium today as they bring it on back down to the stripe. Looks like Babyface going to hold on for the win today. Mo going to get that 2. Lindsay going to get that 3. And we're rolling it all the way back to our 9-10 open on the track now. Total points racing. We got Sabalo Callahan, Peterson, and Slingshot Stopka. 2-4-6 total points race. We got Peterson sitting on 2, Callahan sitting on 4, Slingshot sitting on 6. In and out of that second corner they come. That's going to be Peterson for BMX Bandits leading the charge back down that third straight. Callahan sitting on that 2 spot. Stopka sitting on that 3. Single file action back down that last straight. Peterson looking to finish out a perfect day of laps. He's going to get on top of the podium today. Callahan going to get that 2 spot. Slingshot going to get that 3. Whew. All right, that's going to round out our racing action for our Saturday. Wonderful snow day. It's warm in here, but it's beautiful outside. Go play in the powdery snow, but before you leave, please take a look around your area. We are 100% run by volunteers. Pick up any trash you got so we can go home and get a nap as well. See you back here tomorrow for another Sunday Fun Day race day.